Pardon my adjusting here. Well, nobody in here yet, but hello, I'm Miss Molly. I'm an intuitive psychic medium, and I have grown quite a bit of audience on TikTok, and I'm working on growing my audience here on YouTube. So if you love me on TikTok, we're gonna do the same things here on YouTube and vice versa. If you love me on YouTube, you can find me on TikTok. We'll go back and forth between the two. But if you're here on YouTube, please follow, subscribe, share, all those good things. Let's build this audience here so I can do more on YouTube. So to start out, since nobody really happens to be in here at the moment, I do have a reading. I needed to do a spirit drawing. And so what spirit drawings are is I allow, hi, there's some people in here. Hi, Racy. Hey, my moderator from TikTok is here on YouTube. How you doing, girl? I'm going to go on TikTok in an hour. Hi, Michelle. Hey, all my favorites are showing up. Cool. And I thought we'll just try to build this channel up a little by little and keep going back and forth. So I'll be on here for a little while, and then we're going to go over to TikTok. So stick with me, y'all. So it's only 8 o'clock right now. It's a little early, so let's get going. Well, for the two ladies that showed up, let's get a reading going right off the bat. Let's do that. So, Racy, my moderator, and Michelle, one of my favorite viewers. Oh, aren't they cute? Yeah, I know. Let's do a reading for you guys. Let's do it. Just a short one. Quick little mini read for y'all. Okay. Yeah, they're funny. Bruce is just crack up. His eyes are so funny to me. He's a level 2. He's so cute. Let's start the noise with the cards. I didn't pre-shuffle, so anyways, hey JJ Ridesmore, how are you? You guys, I'm telling you, these last few lives have been off the chain. And if you saw the one there, I know you were there, Racy. Remember I said I thought there might have been an orb? At first I thought maybe it was a fly because I saw it with my bare eyes, not just on the screen. But when I went back and reviewed today, I haven't finished reviewing that whole day. That was the 25th. It is loaded up here. You can see it comes up from this corner, and it's kind of that weird shape again. It looks almost like a weird fairy thing. It comes down, goes like this really fast. It can't be a fly because it changes shape during its travels. I have a 4-month-old chocolate lab puppy. So fun. Oh, aren't they the cutest? All right, so let's go ahead and do this little reading for the people that are already here, just to get it rolling here. Why not? Hey JJ, how are you? Spirits, ancestors, guides, energies. Pulling some cards for all of my viewers that are here watching right now because they are so supportive. I love to help them when I can. All right, we have some interesting cards here. Ba, ba, ba. First 4 cards. Okay, cool. Starting out, we have the 2 of Cups, King of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. That's a really interesting layout. Starting out, we have the 2 of Cups. So cups are generally about relationships, partnerships, or love. The 2 of Cups is usually about a new relationship or some type of a partnership. So if there's no romance in your life, it could be even like some project you're working on with somebody else or something with a job, but you have this 2 of Cups. Now, if you look at these two, some people assume they're married. That's not always the case. If you look at them, they're just very different, but they're sort of on the same page. Now, when I read cards, as you know, I'm very intuitive, so I don't always read them by, it's only this meaning. Hi, Mackenzie. But in this case, look at this right here. Mackenzie, this is a general reading for all you who are sitting here watching me. We have this little medical sort of insignia here, right? And so I feel like maybe it's actually regarding how you're feeling, like physically feeling. I think it is telling you that you need to get a better balance. Like maybe you're not sleeping enough or too much and not eating right, that kind of thing. Like you haven't really been doing the self-care you normally do. Now we do have the King of Cups comes up next to that. So it could very well be some type of a new partnership, as I said to you before. The King of Cups holds his emotions close to him. He is in control of his emotions. It doesn't mean it's a man necessarily, but somebody in your life who tends to keep themselves sort of in check. They might be inspiring to you. They may be wanting to help you get, this is for anyone watching right now. They may be helping, wanting to see you move forward and feel better. So they're kind of giving you sort of the speech about, look, you need to get a better balance. You need to get a little bit better control. Maybe they've been trying to talk to you about getting a better balance. Because once you get the balance, you're feeling healthy, you're mentally healthy, you're physically healthy, spiritually healthy. All that health is kind of like lined up. Wow, the rewards. The rewards are there. Ace of Wands. Wands are dreams, hopes, desires. The only way you're going to get to those dreams, hopes, and desires is your energy has to be at its top-notch shape. The only way for your energy to be at top-notch shape, notch shape, is to take care of yourself. Try saying that. Take care of yourself. Okay. I know it sounds so trite and stupid. We all know that, but really, I'm telling you guys, I have made a huge transformation in my life in the last couple of years. I mean, if you look at a video even from a year ago and me now, you can see how much healthier I am. I'm not in a stressful situation. I took myself out of that. I eat healthy for the most part. I exercise or work every day, do physical work every day. You know, I spend time with people that are positive and happy and energetic. This is the lesson. All right. I know we all know this, but sometimes we need to hear it again. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Spirit of the Animals deck. We're going to see what card gives us sort of like a characteristic to kind of, oh, I love it, to emulate. And we got, I don't pull this card a lot, the Unicorn, Infinite Possibilities. If you look at this card, there's also some monarch butterflies on the road to represent metamorphosis. As I said to you, there's huge blessings coming to you, huge opportunities that speak to the heart, speak to your passion, and the infinite possibilities, but we have to do some changes. So here's what it says. You're the sovereign of the seen and unseen world. So this is talking about not just you, but your higher self, your connection to spirit and the universe. The magic of love surrounds you. We talked about love a little bit, you know, possibility of that. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of light. Abandon the darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become legendary. I love that. Abandon the darkness. It's saying stop going to the negative. Stop defaulting to the I do it too. I'm working on that. Stop defaulting to the past mistakes. We need to move forward. But also, it says go beyond the ordinary and become the legendary. Now, I heard this message from another intuitive that I was having a reading, not a personal reading, but a general reading. But it struck me, and he said, "Look, you don't always have to go steps A, B, C, D, E, F, G to get to Z. Sometimes you're already ready." And you aren't even giving yourself that credit. So maybe you need to skip a few steps. Maybe that's why you've held back from moving forward in your nutritional decisions or your exercise program, because you think, oh, it's too much. Just go there. Just be there. Just do it. Just like yourself right now, the way you are. Be happy with it and say, look, I'm 53 years old. This is what I weigh. This is how I look. This is what hurts. This was done. And can I do a self-inventory and go, now, tomorrow, or today, I'm going to do A, B, and C. I'm going to start drinking more water, and I'm going to walk to the mailbox and back. Make little steps, but in the end, you're going to realize that you are like under challenging yourself. I think is kind of the message I'm giving you. Don't be afraid to push yourself just a little bit more than you usually would. All right, let's go ahead and just pull a few more cards for the fun, and then we'll start getting into some mediumship and remote viewing. And I think I might even do a spirit box example for y'all. I found my headphones, so we can do that too. All right, pulling from, whoa, for the Moonology deck. So let's do this. 3 cards, pick 1, 2, or 3 to answer a question. Go ahead, think in your mind, number 1, number 2, or number 3. Got it? Okay. Number 1. If you pick the card number 1, it's interesting because we just kind of said this. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Okay, stop doing what always seems easy and fun. Do what you really want to do. You can push yourself to go a little further. Don't just be a big wuss about it. Just jump in, both feet. You pick card number 2. You got bring love into the situation. Now, I kind of touched on it a little bit. New Moon in Aquarius. Remember I said this can also represent a new lover, a new sweet. But that really wasn't what I felt initially. But if you pick card number 2 for you, yes, there could be some romance or some love involved. If you pick card number 3, you got nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon, meaning, yeah, nothing's over. It ain't over till it's over, okay? And as I said to you, don't give up on yourself. It doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter. Every day is a new day. You get that new day, it's a new blessing. It's a new beginning. Every moment is a new beginning, right? So just remember that. Keep it in perspective. All right, guys, that was fun. All right, let's do something else. That was just sort of an opener, just get y'all warmed up and interested. So let's do something fun. Let's jump into some spirit box example, because it kind of leads into the whole thing of me doing the remote viewing and me doing the mediumship, which the people watching I think know that for a while I never did very rarely did I mediumship on my lives. It was mostly tarot cards or just talking. However, just like what I read to you all, I am being called to push myself to do things that I'm scared to do, because I know really in my heart, I am good at these things, and I just need to tell myself I'm ready. So I'm ready, so I'm doing it. back to the spirit box conversation. Let's go there. All right, so the spirit box, in case any of you are interested in knowing, you'd love for your dad to come through. Aw, Racy, of course. We'll see if he does, okay? What's his first name? Just give me the, well, no, don't give me his first name unless you already typed it. You don't need to. Let's just see what happens with the spirit box. And if he doesn't come through the spirit box, then we'll do mediumship with you, okay? If we don't do it here, we'll definitely do it on TikTok. Because as a moderator, that is one of the things that I like to do is treat my moderators to readings here and there. And it's always, you know, oh, you're welcome, Michelle. I hope you're feeling better. Okay, so the spirit box, as you mostly know, is a transistor radio, basically. You can see. And the model I have is the PSB-7T. Pretty much what they use on all those, sorry, my foot itches, those ghost adventure shows we watch and so forth. And all it is transistor radio with a bunch of stations. And it has the ability to sweep back and forth through stations, through static. And spirits can take that energy and form words. So you'll hear, you know, I'll play it for you. Terrible sound. And then all of a sudden you hear a word in the middle. That's how they communicate. We can't always decide who's going to come through the box. Hopefully it's people that you guys know. So maybe I will sort of introduce you guys. Somebody gave me a great suggestion yesterday and said, instead of just saying, you know, who's your mom, and, you know, that kind of thing, give me a bio of your mom. Give me a bio of your product that you're missing or the thing you're missing. Give me an introduction, you know, like, hey, like we're like, so Racy, if you wanted your mother to come through, you could, or your dad, you could say, you know, Dad, this woman is going to talk to you. Her name's Molly. You can talk to her. I say it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I think that might help the connection a little bit. And then you say, Molly, this is my dad, George. My dad, George, is going to come through. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like that might be a better connection. So we're going to try that tonight also, later on. But in the meantime, let's go back to the spirit box. So the spirit box, again, is a transistor radio, scans through the stations, and then, you know, hopefully we get some messages. So what I usually do is what a lot of people call the Estes method, which is you would put headphones on, a blindfold, not know anything that you guys are saying or anybody else around, and only just blurting out whatever I hear. Now, because I am a medium, when I do this, I also do get mediumship. I will get visuals. I will get sensations, just like I'm doing mediumship. So it's sort of for me, a conduit. And I've done this before with Michelle the medium on lives, and we both get like crazy stuff going on. Sometimes it's nothing. So let's try it tonight. I'm going to let you hear it out loud, just for an example, like I always do, so you can hear what I'm going to be hearing. But I'm not going to play it the whole time I'm doing it because it's so annoying. So let's start here. You turn it on. It's just like, basically it's on FM. And see what it looks like. I have had this drain on me before. Spirits, you know, can change the energy in these things. And then I go ahead and hit this button, and now it's scanning. Did you guys hear that? I heard somebody's name. Did it say something on there like Mindy or Mandy or something? Anyways, you heard that little voice. That's kind of what I hear. So that's why wearing the headphones helps, because there's so much going on. And there's new ones of these that deaden the noise a little bit in the background. Michelle had one and I went to her house and we tried it and it didn't work as well as this one, for whatever reason. So that's, any questions before I get started to show you guys the spirit box? Normally you would use this for paranormal investigation. It just seems to help when there's a lot of spirits around trying to get messages through. Oh, cool, Racy. But, you know, like I said, it can be used a lot of different ways. So, oh God, my things are entangled. I'm so sorry. We're going to go ahead and do a little fun and see what comes through. You know, we may get nothing. Sometimes we get crazy, compelling things. So, Racy, did you hear me say that there was definitely, I've already seen one major orb on the last live. Major. It was yellow, bright yellow. And the cool thing is when I finally was able to locate it in the video, it changed shape as it moved around. So it can't be a bug. I always check, because sometimes bugs do look like orbs, but no, they're not bugs. Hooray. And also the other part about that was there was a bug in here on my light ring here. It didn't move. And if it were a bug, it would be buzzing around, you know, and it does a real direct flight. It comes up from here. Right after I put my hand up like this, you'll see in the middle of the video around 50 minutes or so, 50 minutes. And it comes down like this, dives down, goes, you know, over here. It dives. Yeah. Oh yeah, please hit the like button, y'all. Again, I'm very small potatoes here on YouTube, so this is kind of my introduction to YouTube. All right, kids, you're here first, and I appreciate you guys following me over here, I really do. I also have to keep an eye on the time because I have a 9 o'clock on TikTok. I kind of prefer TikTok, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, just because it seems like it, you know, I'm used to it, but you know, we gotta stretch ourselves. We don't know what might happen to the talk. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm not necessarily gonna cover my eyes, but I will look off to the side. I'll glance up on occasion. If you hear something that means something to you, just put a green heart, some kind of a symbol. I think they have green hearts on YouTube, don't they? You saw someone said it during the live. Yes, yes, and I did too. I saw it with my eyes, actually, not on the screen. So here we go. I'm gonna start out. I will let you guys know what I see, hear, smell. If you want to make comments, if I see them, I'll grab them. Okay, here we go. It's on. It's on. It's very loud. I got to turn it down a bit. Okay. Now I'm gonna sweep. All right. Let's see what we hear. I heard woo 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 woo. Is there anybody here? If you're here, I heard somebody go, who's there? Could you say that again? If you're here, could you tell us your name? It's where it's only coming in one ear, guys. There's a little girl, but I can't hear her. She's not speaking very clearly. Hi, Tabitha. Did you really? I believe you. I get them all the time. It said it's a good one. It just said it's a good one. It says, hey, Ludi. Ludi? Dana? My favorite kid. God, there's a lot of talking. Okay, I can only hear one of you at a time. You need to slow down, one spirit at a time. How many are there? 40? I heard 40. That's a lot of spirits. I don't believe that. I heard what? Can you tell us your name or why you're here, or if you have a message for anybody? Guys, it's so hard. There's too many people talking. I heard a little girl go, I like this. Okay, little girl, what is your name? Ruby? She said, that's much better. And it sounded like an older lady. I heard somebody say, fuck it. So they're all fighting each other, trying to talk to me. That was my dog, by the way. All right. I just heard, I've been gone a long time. A man's voice. Okay, we're gonna stop. It's kind of hard on you. You hear that the whole time. So we didn't get anything really like super excited, but you guys saw an orb, so it was generating some type of energy. It said there was 40 individuals here. It doesn't feel that way to me. I think someone's screwing with me, to be honest with you. It felt like there was a couple of people or whatever, not people, but you know, energies here that were kind of being jerks. But there was a little girl, and I could hear her very faintly. I felt like she was far away, like she was really trying hard to make sound, and it was hard for her to make me hear it. And I was trying to listen to her, but there were other energies talking. So, I mean, you know, it's just to give you guys an example. Some days this thing goes off the charts, and other days it's like, not so much. All right, well, that was fun. So let's go on. That's cool that you saw an orb. Not surprised. You guys, really, if you guys, you know an old woman named Ruby who just passed. Okay, I heard that name. Yeah, and it was a woman. Yeah, talking. Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me. Do you want to see if she comes through? Let's do it. She already came through that way for you, Racy. So let me go ahead and do some breathing. Racy, if you want, anybody wants to do this with me, we call it the Silva method. There's 9 people. Yay. Thank you for all being here. We're going to go into some mediumship. Why not? Feels like maybe we need to. So starting out, we're just going to do just this one right now for Racy. She says she knows somebody named Ruby. The name Ruby came through the spirit box. I also heard it in my mind. And then after that, we'll do some lost items. If you guys have items that are missing, think about it. When I'm done with this section of mediumship, we can jump into that until I go on to the next live. Cool. All right, so I'm going to do a breathing technique. Racy, you've seen a million times. Basically, you breathe through your nose in, you breathe out through your mouth, and you think in your mind of the number 3. You will see it flash 3 times in your mind. You'll also hear your mind's ear saying 3, 3, 3. You're going to do it again. You're breathing through your nose, hold your breath for a little bit, breathe out the number 2, 2, 2, same thing, and then 1. That's it. But it helps you focus. And then right when you get to the 1, you know, you'll feel relaxed. I want you to think about that person that you want me to connect with, and then think to yourself, Ruby, this is Molly. She's a psychic being. She can hear you. Molly, this is Ruby. Kind of that idea. You can do it in your mind. You don't have to say it out loud. Animals, yeah, no. The thing with animals is they don't talk to me, like I can't hear words. Sometimes they'll give me vision of what they want to convey to you. Like, you know, maybe they'll show me like a toy or an event that they went to or something so that you recognize it for validation. Sometimes they'll just give me a feeling. Sometimes they will give me a name. I don't know how that happens really, because I don't think it's them giving me the name. Maybe it's just them hearing it and me hearing it too. But yeah, sometimes, but I won't purport to be an animal communicator. I'm just a communicator, period. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, okay, so Racy, let's do our Silva method. You guys are all welcome to do it with me. It's a very good, quick relaxation centering technique you can do anytime, especially if you're doing spirit work, but you can do it anytime anyway. So ready, go. We're gonna breathe in through our nose. Hold it. Now breathe out through your mouth. Think of the number 3 3 times and say it in your mind 3 times. Breathe in through your nose. Hold it. Breathe out the number 2 3 times. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth the number 1 3 times. All right, my name is Molly. I am here with about 10 people on this little device speaking. I am a conduit for you if you'd like to speak to anybody who's watching. We are specifically looking for possibly Ruby or Racy's dad. They have all agreed that it is okay for me to speak with you and they trust me. So feel free to come forward with whatever impressions, words, images, whatever you want to do to give me that will help them in their journey moving forward. I only ask for energies that are positive, that want to give positive input to help. Very important you guys say that, by the way. So let's see what happens. Ruby. So this happens a lot, and Racy, you know, she's showing me her hands. And I get the feeling she might have been very religious because she's showing her hands, and I keep seeing like, it looks like beads, and I want to say they're rosary beads. I'm not sure. But she's sort of showing me her hands like in a prayer position with beads coming out of them. Does that resonate for you? I'm assuming that's Ruby. I could be wrong, but that's what I see. Now, I am not religious, so that I'm not trying to apply my own beliefs. I'm telling you what I see. Her hands look like this, and I see the rosary beads sort of hanging over the hands. You know, people kind of grasp them. Yeah, okay. She's definitely a widow. I hear her saying and I want to say Harry. I don't know if that's the right name I'm getting. It feels like it's either Henry Harry Harris. I don't know. I hear my Harry. Now, it may not be her husband. It could be some other thing, her pet, a brother, a son. But she's saying my Harry or Henry. I can't tell really. Sometimes it's a little weird. You said no husband. Okay, that's fine. I might be misinterpreting the whole thing, but she's saying my Harry, my Harry, my Henry, my Harry. I also heard a store, like a store, I want to say a register, like a cash register, like, ching, like, I'm not sure what the significance is. Does that, no hair, Okay, I might have the wrong name, or she may be referring to a pet. She might be referring to a friend, a kid. We don't even know. I don't know how you know her, but, or it could be the wrong person, but let's keep going. Let's just see where it goes. We never know. So I heard a cash register ringing, and I'm not sure why. And I don't know if that's symbolic of money, symbolic of a place, but I heard a cash register ringing. Maybe her occupation, I don't know. I also saw a cartoon. This is weird. Not a cartoon, but like a drawing of a cat. A drawing of a cat. Almost like a cartoon, like, like Mom Cat or Garfield or something like that. I don't know if that was something in her house or something she liked or collected cat things. It's not an actual physical cat. It's more like the image of a cat. I keep seeing. She worked at a bank. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. The cat thing, I don't know what that's all about. I don't know if you ever went to her house, but I keep seeing like some cute little stuff, with cats. Okay. Ruby, is there any specific messages you have for Racy or anybody else who's watching or whoever is speaking to me? If you have any specific messages for anyone who's on here, we've got Tabitha, we've got Racy. I don't know who else is in here. She fed stray cats. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a cat significance going on, but I didn't see her as having the cats in her house. Like, that's not what I saw. But the art, I don't want to call it art. I mean, it's kitschy. It's not like art, like she wants to spend a lot of money. It's just more like, like mugs and, little kitschy things around the house, like trinkets or drawings or I don't know. Maybe she had drawings of cats on her fridge from her grandkids. I don't even know, but I saw like drawings of cats. Enough on that. All right, Ruby, we got that part. Anything else significant that I could tell Racy more that would help her validate it is you? She shows me falling down. Shows me falling down and waiting for help. And a sense of gratefulness, a sense of gratefulness. And this sense of worry for a while, like this worry, like things weren't going to be handled. But now she's all right with the whole thing. Yeah, okay. You know what I'm talking about? You say Racy. Okay. Yeah, and feel free to expound on what I say to you if you want to. Several times she felt, okay, yeah. She's very grateful. I feel like you checked on her a lot. She's kind of like implying that you kind of looked out for a little bit here and there. Like it wasn't really your job to do that, but she's saying thank you. Like basically she's showing great graciousness. Like she appreciates it. She knows that you care. Anything else, Ruby? She shows me a rectangular metal recipe box. I have one sitting right here, which is funny. I'll show you. Hold on. Let me grab it just for example. It doesn't look like this one. This is an old one, by the way. Look at how fun. It's all 70s. Yeah. But, one of these. I think she wants you to have some whatever's in there. And I think it is recipes, honestly. For whatever reason, she feels like you want that. So if you have contact with her family or loved ones, or she may have already given it to you, a nurse friend would check on her and call me a lot of questions. Oh, good. Okay. But it's like to keep, recipes organized. I feel like she has something like, or had this. She wants you to have it for some reason. I don't know if you bake a lot or you guys talked about it or whatever, but, or maybe there's something in there other besides recipes, but she kind of wants you to have this. So if you do have contact with her family, you may say like, hey, we talked once about, if you did, about recipes or whatever. And she mentioned this box. And if you have no interest in it, I would love to have it. Your ex-mom. Okay. Is she your ex-mom? Ex-mother-in-law or who? Can you give me, I'm a little confused, Racy. Who is she now? Or you're talking about somebody else? Is Ruby your ex-mother-in-law or ex? just to make sure we're clear on this whole thing, that I'm on the right path here. And, you know, I know mediums, a lot of them try to lead like, you know, is it a red card? No, no, a blue card. Oh, okay. You know, like they do that. I try not to do that if I can't. Ex-boyfriend's mom. Okay, and her name is Ruby. Gotcha. Okay, so she's kind of thinking you might like to have that recipe box. I'm not saying it's this one, but you know what I'm saying. All right, anything else, Ruby, for Racy, please? My ex-boyfriend's mom freaking hates me. I don't know why. Never did anything to him. Okay, I really would, I hesitate to say this because I don't want to say anything that's hurtful, okay? But I'm going to say it. She liked you better than her own son. She was actually mad at him that you guys broke up. Just saying. Maybe she didn't let on, but yes, that's why she's coming through. I wonder who Harry is. That's a weird one. Might ask. Ask who Harry or Henry or Harris. It's like a name that starts with an H. Harry, Henry, Harris. One of those three, or I don't know. It may even be Harvey. It's just a H. It's a 2-syllable H name. I don't know why I can't get it better. Yeah, she loved you. Yeah. She wouldn't come through if she didn't. Normally, we're not going to have spirits come through that don't like you. That's not going to happen. Very rarely. Because they're not going to spend the energy on... And really, once they become spirits, a lot of their opinion of you has changed. Okay? But they are going to come through in a way that you recognize most of the time in the beginning. Then they might change the way they talk to you. So just so you know that. Charles. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Anything else, Ruby? No. No. No more energy from her. It's okay. You know. Okay. Don't worry about it. Sometimes things get crossed. We get wires crossed too. So it could happen. Alrighty. Now let's do some lost items before I head over to the TikTok. Now, if you are watching, most of you are on my TikTok, but if you are watching this and you've never seen my TikToks, it's very similar to this. Pretty much the same thing, but they're usually pretty off the chain because I have a lot of followers there and they get pretty exciting. Yeah, we had a lot of excitement last time we did this, what, 2 nights ago? It went crap. All right, so lost items. Anybody looking for anything that you'd like me to help you find right now? Well, we still have a few minutes left. I'm only gonna be on a little bit longer. Shannon, hi girl. Oh, he was Randy. Okay, that's my ex-husband's name was Randy. That's interesting. Oh, you're welcome, honey. She didn't mention Randy. I definitely would have heard that name, as you can imagine. Anyway, it happens. You know, like I said, it means something to her. I don't know who that is or why she brought that up. It may be something that will come across to you later in some weird way. Sometimes it's weird. Oh, you have, Shannon? I didn't see you, honey. I'm sorry. Okay, so anybody looking for lost items right now, even lost pets? Or wondering where someone might be that you lost? All those things. Yeah, Michelle, it's just, here's the thing, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't really know, ever since this whole TikTok stuff happened with Congress and all that, you know, we lost Canada, I believe. They're not, most Canadian government, and there's a lot of people, a lot of governments and schools are blocking us, not allowing TikTok anymore, which is interesting. So I've been concerned, and sure enough, you know, a lot of my viewers have dropped off. A lot of the momentum has dropped off. I also haven't been on for a while, but I did notice it's not the same vibe. And so it concerns me a little bit. And so I feel like growing on YouTube makes sense to me, in addition to TikTok. And now I have Instagram, I have Facebook, I have Pinterest, which I don't use a lot, and I have Twitter. So if this isn't your favorite, follow me on the others. You know, I'm going to experiment on different ones. Yeah, exactly, Racy. And that's the other thing. I'm not sure because I haven't done many lives here. I can't remember. But one of the things I also don't like about TikTok Live is you can't see your guys' comments. So even though I get some really compelling things on my videos, you know, like fairies and doors opening and all that stuff, and really I have no idea when it's going to happen. I wish I did. The problem is that you can only see my reaction and what I say. It doesn't show your reactions. Even when I do mediumship, you know, like we had a great thing last couple days ago, all of your responses don't show up on the screen. It doesn't record it. So only my response shows, which isn't as exciting as you guys saying, yes, that's my mom. Yes, I know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? And I know there's screen recorder apps. I've tried them. They're okay. You know, they're okay. So I'm still kind of playing. Now, if you're somebody who's really good at editing, and I know, Michelle, you are, but you've been super busy, girl, and you want to help me with this, I really need help. I don't have the patience or the time. If somebody really wants to help me do some editing, I might even trade you, okay? Because I can't do it. And I don't have the money to hire somebody to help me. If I had a personal assistant, man, this would be off the chain. You know, I'd be like, you guys would be crazy with all the stuff I'd be doing. I do it all myself. So that's why. That's why there's mistakes. That's why it looks schlocky sometimes, because I do not have the experience that some of these influencers do, where they really know what they're doing. Hold on a second. Fred? Oh, he must be outside. I was going to ask him to turn the fan. It's hot up here. I'm in the attic, you guys. I know that's weird. I'm in this old crappy attic. And I think that's why we're getting so much activity up here, because there's a lot of ancestral stuff up here. Old stuff. Like everything behind me, you guys, I found up here. None of this is mine, with the exception of the cards in this cabinet. Nothing up here is mine. Okay, this is all old. Even the chair I'm sitting in, this old cane behind me. This thing was found on the property. Somebody painted it. I don't know who. This weird tortoise shell, this cauldron. They're all at least, I mean, this cauldron's got to be at least 150 years old. There's a 150-year-old tobacco barn, maybe 200-year-old at the bottom of my driveway. I am going to be doing some paranormal stuff in there, y'all. Woo! What? Yes. Yes. I'm going to go down into the barn at night, and we're going to see what we see. You guys, that barn is creepy. Oh, no worries, Racy. I know. Yeah, and I do need to get a podcast up. I know that. But you know, my main goal is to be, and this isn't because I'm like, I want to be famous. I want people to see me because I want to help, you know, and the more people see me, the more I can help. So if I can get on television, more people I can help, right? You need the turtle shell. Okay, Reese, I'll hold it for you. What region of Kentucky? I'm near Lexington. I'm about an hour from Lexington. It's very central. It's very rural. I mean, where I am right now, I could stand, I've walked outside completely nude. Nobody sees me. It's like that. I'm in the mountains. I'm literally, when I look out the window, I'm looking out right out this way. It's mountains or hills, you know. This is so cool. Me and my mother used to find haunted places and try to do paranormal stuff. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I do paranormal investigation. I love doing it. I haven't done much lately, but here in Kentucky, there's a lot of history. Civil War history, tobacco farmer history, unfortunately, very unfortunately, slave history. It's disgusting, you guys. It's sad. There's these things they have here called slave walls, and they're, you know, the rocks here are very flat and thin, and they're beautiful walls, but they would make slaves build these walls that were stacked rocks all over Kentucky. They're gorgeous, but the reason they were built is awful. It's awful, and I really don't like that energy. You live near Frankfurt. Oh, okay. You're in Kentucky? I did not realize. Oh, it's pretty here, Racy. Oh, whiskey mash. Yeah, yeah. The area I'm in has specialty. They have a specialty drink, you know, like a soda that they're specialty. They have a specialty candy. You know, they're very proud of their foods and their traditions here. It's actually kind of cool. I kind of dig it. People have been extremely nice, but yes, there's still racism here, and there's still a lot not nice people. You know, you see the rebel flags. And all. Oh, it's not Rebecca Ruth. It's Ruth Hunt. Ruth Hunt, Blue Mondays. Are you kidding me? They're called cream candies. I've never had them before. Oh my gosh, they are evil. I cannot stay away from that place. They're the gifts I'm sending to all my relatives this year from Kentucky. Now, this is just going to be my home base, I think, but I am going to be getting a boat with somebody, and we are going to sail around the world on our trimaran or our catamaran. So fun, fun, fun. You guys, you'll see me all over the place. There'll be the Mediumship. Cool. Anywho, why don't we do a quick little couple of questions? You guys can ask me questions. Yes, the bourbon balls. Oh, Michelle. Yummy. So I've got a few minutes. Let's do some questions. Go ahead and ask me questions and I'll pull cards. Let's see what we come up with. Let's just do it like that. Just straight shot. Ask a question, I pull some cards. Let's have fun. Then I'm gonna jump off and we're gonna go into TikTok. You gotta follow me over there. It is going to be fun. Hey, man, it's never too late to live your dreams. I love sailing since I was a kid. Just recently I went on a sailboat for the first time in probably, I don't know how many years. It was awesome. Oh, you graduated from University of Kentucky, right on, in 2001. You might have gone to school with my guy. He was there, I think, that time. I don't know. He was in the military too, so I don't know. It's hard to say. We'll see. Uni of Kentucky, y'all. Yeah. All right. Shuffling. Okay, any questions, y'all? This is a big chance. You get to ask me questions, just random questions about anything in your life going on that you would like to know. Some answers. I'm pulling cards. I'm pulling cards. Go for it. Go for it. We need to start a new business. Need some. Okay. Who's we? Who's starting a business? First of all, I say if you're going to start a business, do something you really love to do, you would do for free. That way, when it gets annoying, you are like, I don't care, I still love doing this, like I feel about what I do. Okay. Whoa, you got some cray cards, girl. You're not going to believe this. You still need to move, hubby. Okay, wow, we got some cards just jump the hell out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is good. Love it. Okay, wow. I didn't mean to do a full spread for you, Michelle, but here we are. All right, so first off, you got the High Priestess. You know what that means. Trust your intuition. Whatever you're feeling means a lot, okay? There will be signs. There will be signs. Oh, you need to develop, Mackenzie. I get you. All right. You know what, Mackenzie, would you send me an email to my missmollyknows.com and I will give you a more elaborate answer. Or if you want to jump over to TikTok when I'm done with this, Miss Molly Knows over there, we can talk about it. But we're running out of time on here, so I'm going to finish this for Michelle. And actually, anybody who's watching, this may help any of you that are watching. Okay, so again, this has to do with intuition, trusting our gut. You are going to get signs that tell you. When you see 1111, that is kind of like a, hey, you're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. All right. But then we get the Fool energy, which is really a take the leap of faith. We know that's what this card means. It means don't let stuff bother you. You have all the tools you need. You're ready. Weirdly, you got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This card often reminds me, Pentacles usually have to do with career, finance, abundance. When I see this in reverse, to me, it means to me that you're a little bit concerned about money to the point where it might stop you. And I feel like don't stress about the money. It will come when it's supposed to be there. So, maybe start out with baby steps before you get too crazy with the spending, but I don't feel like that's going to be an issue. I think you're more worried about than you need to be. Because then we get the Eight of Pentacles, which is about really kind of perfecting your craft, getting really good at something. And I feel like if you're going to start a business, make sure that you know all aspects of it. So for example, if you say, I want to run a food truck, don't just go buy a food truck. Maybe work on a food truck for a couple days or volunteer to help with a food truck a couple days. And maybe, look over their books or somebody who's willing to mentor or help you. Don't just like go willy-nilly, because I feel like if you do that, we get the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles has grapes all over his frock, as you see. Grapes grow in perfect conditions. The best grapes grow in the best conditions. The best grapes make the best wine. It's kind of a step-by-step process. And you have to prepare the soil. So if you're going to grow a new business, make sure that soil is fertile and ready to go, that you are not just sort of, like I said, kind of half-assing it. It's really important that you make sure you've got all the P's and Q's and T's and I's and all that crap. You know what I mean? I said food truck. It's funny. Okay, so that's probably what you're thinking about, I guess. Not a surprise. Then we get the Moon, which is mystery. Like, I'm still feeling like not having all the information, right? So you're still feeling a little bit lost. I feel like just simply, again, we've got that is your very first card, that High Priestess. I feel like the best thing you can do is literally write it down, say it out loud, or both. Universe, I'm ready to start this food truck business. I really could use your guidance. Please make sure that the things that I need, the tools that I need, the people I need to know will appear for me. I'm ready. But don't write unless you really are ready. Okay. Lastly, though, you're not going to believe what came up, girl. Not going to believe it. Ace of Cups. Now, when we get aces, this is an opportunity. It came up in the reading before for everybody else. Cups, fulfillment, love, partnerships. You said that you were going into business with somebody possibly. Yeah. And so I think that's really what it's trying to say to you, is that the opportunity is there and it will happen, but you've got to make sure all those ducks are in a row. Oddly enough, that was the bottom of the deck. Underneath, we do have the star, which is hope, dreams, wish fulfillment, and balance. Okay, so again, it's about making sure that you're prepared properly, that you don't do anything rash. Not to say you shouldn't take the leap of faith and go for it. And yes, you're going to make mistakes and so forth. But again, you got to really love what you're doing. Make sure you really love it. And as I said, do your research. Make sure you're ready. Okay, I know that's advice anyone would give you, but the cards are also saying that. So it's your guide saying, yes, do this. Perfect. Love it. Now, as far as Mackenzie goes and your questions about, since we still have a little time, about your mediumship or your abilities, that's kind of how it was for me most of my life. I had a near-death experience at 3. After that, my abilities showed up and they were basically, you know, oh, she has an imaginary friend. Then it became Molly's weird, something's wrong, you know, kept going that way. And most of my life, I had a lot of things happen that I should have paid attention to, but I would brush them off or I didn't share them with other people because I thought, well, they're going to think I'm nuts. So one of the first things I say, which is my motto, is know that you know. Now, I still am learning this. We have to trust ourselves. Yes, because what happens is when we have those near-death experiences, it's an experience, right? And we don't die. We get close enough to know that it's different than we think. We get close enough to understand that we're not just this flesh suit that we're in, right? Meat suit, I call it. We are more than that. And there is more than what is here. And that is my goal, is to show that to everybody. Okay. So, I have a video. It's in my link tree. So if you go on my social media, I don't think there's a link tree on here, but any of my other social media, and you go on my profile, there's a link tree. And also here in YouTube, there's a folder that says Learn. I have a video called Developing Your Gifts. And all you have to do is watch it. And there is also notes in the description of books that I've read, techniques that I think are really good. It's kind of an older video from maybe a year and a half ago or so, but it still applies completely. So I really recommend that. Now, I do offer mentorship if that's something you like. Again, reach out to me through my website, missmollyknows.com. That is the best place. I am going to be revamping my website. I know it needs work. It is not the best website in the world. But as I told you guys, I'm a one-woman operation. So that's how it works. All right, kids, it's 8:45. I'm going to jump off. You will see me at 9 o'clock sharp on TikTok. Please come over to TikTok, Miss Molly Knows, and we will really jump in tonight. It's going to be a blast. If we already got an orb on the short little one, then I can only imagine what's going to happen on the live on TikTok with all these people watching, right? Because that energy is awesome. All right, I will see you guys in about 15 minutes. If you're able to make it, I would love for you to be on there. All right, kids. And Racy, if you're able to moderate, that would be great. If you aren't, don't worry about it. And Racy, if anybody who moderates for me, if you don't want to and you just want to come watch, don't moderate. It's okay, you don't have to. I don't pay you. I appreciate the help, but you don't have to do it. All right? All right, love you all. Bye, Shan.